So before we start, you can connect me on LinkedIn. I'm pretty resourceful. I'll give you 3 seconds, maybe 3, 2, 1. Not interested? No problem. So we have a WhatsApp group of vetted founders. If you want to join, you can join us. And the next one, we have some upcoming events in San Francisco and San Francisco Bay Area. So if you want to join the next event, you can connect maybe Doma or something. But you may have seen me doing events in San Francisco and San Francisco Bay Area, but we are not an event company. I'll tell you what we do. Before that, how many of you are founders here? And how many of you are hiring? What you are hiring for?
Designer.
Wow. Other one?
Engineer.
Wow. So, companies like you and founders like you spend hours and hours on sourcing talent from different job portals. And somehow, if they find the talent, then managing their payroll compliance is another headache for them. So, what they do? They look for local staffing companies in different countries. And that's the real problem. That's why we are building AI agents to find, hire, and manage talents anywhere on the earth. This is how it works. We source talent from different job portals, and we match it with the employer. And once you decided to hire them, you can manage their payroll compliance through our platform. So to conclude this, if you are a founder, hiring software engineer, come talk to me. If you are an investor, mentor, advisor, come talk to me. If you are none of this, still we can be friends. Come talk to me. So next up, we have Kevin, one of the partner with us today, and he is helping with the photos. You see this crazy guy, he is right there. So come on next stage. Kevin.
Wait.
Okay.
The guy that always needs a hug. So if you see Kevin, he's down and around, just feel free to tackle him and give him a hug. Don't worry about the camera gear, it can take it.
Wait, where's the slide? Hey everybody, so if you know me, it turns out I got cameras here, so if you guys want a headshot, I do free headshots, I'm in charge for photos, this is how I make friends. So if you want my photos, all you gotta do, if you see my LinkedIn QR code or MySpace QR code, if you got MySpace, I would love you, you got LinkedIn, so all you gotta do, in order to get my photos, what I want from you guys is use my hashtag friends of Kevin to post on LinkedIn or MySpace. That's it. I just want to show my mom that I got friends online, so please post my photos. That's it.
Alright, so next one we have.
I just want to appreciate Kevin because he's been doing a great job of taking pictures at all of our community events and always has a lens in my face, and I love him for that. And thanks for providing this service to all of us.
Give it up for him again. Alright, so next one we have our outreach partner for tonight, helping us with inviting the people. So give it up for Ashish from Saletancy.
Hey everyone, I'm Ashish. I'm a co-founder of Saletancy. Hi, thank you. So just a quick question. How many are you looking for sales and marketing support? Only one? Okay, cool. Nobody wants to sell anything, just burgers. That's still fine. So yeah, let me do next. So yeah, Saletancy is a global leading sales and marketing services company, and we are in this space from last 8 years. We are specialized in account-based marketing. We run all kind of campaigns, like inbound, outbound. We also do marketing activations, and the main thing is sales and service, where we help companies to generate more sales qualified leads, setting up appointments, and sales staffing. That's our main core area. You can show here, like B2B lead gen, B2B sales data. Like there are many companies who has their sales staff, but they don't have verified validated data and updated as well. So we help them to provide updated, verified, validated data so that they can run their campaigns. Sales enablement, we help them to enable, basically provide services right, so that they can grow their revenue. Sales staffing, as I mentioned, is your sales executive. If any company needs, like they can contact us. So here, you can't hear me? Oh, okay. So these are our customers. Okay, now I can hear myself. These are our customers. We have 200 plus customers across the globe. And if anybody has any questions, they can connect with me and we can talk later on. Thank you.
Okay.
So everything that came before was just a little filler to make sure everybody got in their seats, because the real star of the show, introducing another call out to Mr. Jeremiah Owyang from Blitzscaling Ventures.
Where's the phone?
So you're talking about the Blitzscaling book, what my business partner Chris Ye wrote. I was just with Chris, but he's another event candidate here tonight. All right, so many of you are founders out here. How many of you are working on agents? Woo! Okay, about half of the room. Awesome. So what we're going to do today is talk about from the research that we've done on the AI agent space, and we'll also do a definition, show you some of the business models, talk about the ecosystem, and make some predictions of what could happen. All right, so what does this stand for? Shout it out. Yes, this. This. Business to agent. So what's that? Consumer to agent. Customer, consumer to agent, yeah. So what's that? This is the new business model to prepare for. Right? Somebody's pointing to founders in the room that do that. So then what's this? That's the reality of what's going to come. Most transactions right now on the internet, just leave capital trading aside, are done by humans. But in the near future, most transactions, whether it be finding information, retrieving information, generating content, or conducting transactions, will be done by agents. And this is a wonderful and a scary thing, an exciting thing, all of those things at once. So I'm Jeremiah Owyang. I'm one of the partners at Blitzscaling Ventures. Blitzscaling is based upon the Stanford class taught by Reid Hoffman and Chris Ye, which became the best-selling book called Blitzscaling, which became a venture fund. I've known Chris for 20 years. Reid is our major LP, so I'm investing his money, and he's one of our advisors. In fact, before we do an AI investment, Reid Hoffman reviews the deal, and he gives us an approval or disapproval. So that's a lot of pressure on me to bring the best deals. He's the first investor in OpenAI. He's on the board of Microsoft. He kind of knows what's happening in the AI space. So fortunate to have Reid there to help us. I have a background as an industry analyst. I was at Forrester and co-founded Altimeter, and I started some companies as well. Now, I run an event called Llama Lounge. Has anybody been to Llama Lounge? Woo! Awesome, great. Llama Lounge 17 will be announced soon. It'll be in probably in the 650 area code. And this one here was at Hana House, rest in peace. And typically we have 300 AI founders, and 10 AI founders are chosen to demo. The standard event is 300 founders, 50 VCs, 25 corporate AI buyers. We want to bring an ecosystem together. And I do something really stupid at every event. You guys know what I do? Look, the conch shell. Like, they call me a blowhard, full of hot air. All those things are true. Loud, obnoxious, but memorable. That is what I am. All right, and so this is an event we did for AI agents, which is upstairs on the 3rd floor at Gen Lab here. And then we also did another one for, we had the largest event for AI agent founders in the world. And that was literally, look at the date. March 3rd, 2024. So I've been in the agent space, helping to build community for over a year. I could see that this was going to be the big area. How big is it? This data, according to Crew AI, is showing that it could grow at a market cap 10x every 5 years. I think that's potentially conservative. But let's talk about a definition. So I have a background of research. So we interviewed the agent founders and VCs to find out what is an AI agent. That term is being thrown around a lot, right? We're getting agent fatigue. So what does it actually mean? An AI agent can sense the environment around it, can determine its tasks, can execute those tasks, and over time it can grow and learn. It's kind of like a living creature, or a junior employee, right? Or a child, right? So an AI agent is an entity that can kind of think and have its own mental capabilities. Now, it can also access memory. It can determine those actions. We're going to see agent verification. It can complete actions, and it will learn. Now, the advanced forms of agents are that it will create or hire or recruit other agents. And those are called what? What do you guys call those? Swarms. Other terms? Crews, right? Like groups of them. And those are the ways that they all work together. So the AI agents, when they work in concert, is when they become more powerful. All right, so here's our thesis. And this means I'm investing on this thesis. It's a prediction of what's going to happen in the future. It may or may not be true. You can tell me. So right now, how many of you use the internet?
Obviously.
Obviously. Is the internet a great experience or a bad experience? No, really think about it.
Both.
Both? Yeah, it's both. I agree with that. So, does the internet have a consistent user experience? Does it respect your data? Does it serve the end users or advertisers? If you think carefully, like there's a lot of flaws with the internet. It's not great. So right now, humans are using the internet and traversing the web, collecting information, conducting transactions. But in the near future, that will be done by, I think this room already knows, by AI agents. And it means that AI agents will go to the internet and bring the information to you in one spot. It means you do not have to go to a website. You do not need to open an app. Whoa, that's a really big change. This also means you don't have to see advertisements. Whoa, really? This also means you can see the content that you want when you want. All right, part 2 of the thesis is that content will be reassembled in the way that you want. Do you like text or video? Audio? Do you want a lot of information? And when do you want it? You can choose all of those things and have the information come to you in the way that you want. So if you think carefully, the data layer, content layer, is going to decouple from the design or presentation layer. That's about to happen. And it means that if you have a website or app, you have no control over that happening. So there's going to be a significant control shift happening because of agents. So apparently today, and I met somebody who was at this event, Salesforce is hosting their Agent Force event. Who went to that event? So they're rolling out, they've got a couple of agents, so businesses are trying to roll these out for customer care, marketing, sales, and then we saw that even small, medium businesses, HubSpot has this marketplace. Have you guys seen Agent.ai? Open it up on your browser and check it out for later. Basically, it's a marketplace of agents that you can recruit and pull into your CRM system on HubSpot. So this is a really interesting way, marketplace of agent tasks. You can see them, the company research agent, generated image, meme maker, competitive analysis, and there's many other. I've seen hundreds of these different agents listed on Agent.ai. One of our investments is in Skyfire. Now Skyfire's AI agent payment protocol, and there's 2 major features. So we already talked about the future that we see that agents will conduct most of the transactions and tasks in the future, right? So one of them will be payments. So Skyfire is backed by MasterCard, Coinbase, Blitzscaling Ventures, and essentially they will enable agents to have 2 main features. One feature is every agent will be certified. What does KYC stand for? What does KYA stand for? Right, so that's what Skyfire is building. That's product 1. So every agent will be verified. So my friend David here, who's joining us from the UK, David, you're going to have some agents that will represent you on the internet, and they will do tasks for you. Now, it's up to you, David, on how much information you want them to expose. By the way, you look very trustworthy. I think you have a high credit score, right? Definitely. So, but you may not want that luxury car manufacturer to know anything about your name. You just may want to expose that you have a high credit score. So you might have an abstracted identity that the agent would manage that for you. And when you're ready to do that test drive, maybe you could then disclose, hey, I'm David with a high credit score and I live in this place in the UK. So that's what we'll see what agents are going to be doing. Secondly, is a payment rail system. So they have credit card on-ramps and off-ramps, and there will be stable coins. That's why you see MasterCard and Coinbase. That will be doing microtransactions, gasless. So this is a great use, finally a real use case of Web3 that actually does something useful, I think, and that was kind of a slam from the AI side. All right, so that is Skyfire, and that's an exciting investment that we are glad to back. This is one of the fastest growing enterprise companies. There's two players that are open source. It's LangChain's LangGraph and Crew AI. How many of you are using LangChain? Okay, about several hands. How many of you are using Crew? Okay, just a few hands. So Crew is open source, and that means they spread really fast. The team is out of Sao Paulo. The founder, OWOW, is moving to the Bay Area right now. And so that's exciting, like literally today. He's moving here today. And they are only 16 people and around 15 months old now, in March. And it's over 50 million crews or agents have been rolled out. So it's pretty incredible that it's grown that fast. They're partnered already with Microsoft, SAP, IBM, partnered with KPMG for rollouts. So it's a rather fast-growing ways. And so I asked them what are the use cases, and he showed me a pie chart. There's so many use cases. There's not one that stands out, from customer care to sales and marketing to business intelligence inside of the company. They're being used in so many different ways in enterprise. Okay, Multion is a consumer AI agent company. The team came out of Microsoft Meta, and they just recently rebranded as Please AI. So we did invest in them as well, and this is the talented team that is building a consumer product. They have since pivoted, and I can't talk about what they're doing, but you can definitely go to Please.ai and keep an eye out on what they're going to be rolling out. Now, it's not limited to startups, as you know, and I think this is one of the things as an AI agent founder you need to be really careful about, is that the tech giants are coming for this space. And you have speed on your side, but they have near limitless resources and distribution and network effects that you don't probably have. So here comes Google, an AI agent on Chrome, and then of course OpenAI as operator. So you need to figure out, can you go vertical? And if they're going to go horizontal, can you get access to a proprietary data source that they don't have access to? Right? Can you build another layer of functionality on top that they are unlikely to do? Or could you partner with them? Or could you build something that is directly in their path and you can grow faster than they can and you get acquired for $1 billion plus? So you need to think ahead on what your strategies are before you just start building in this space. Because it is extremely fast-moving space, and one tweak can wipe out a company, which I've seen. All right, so to help you as founders think about this market, the next section I'm going to talk about the AI agent roadmap, in this case, the ecosystem to think about the space. Now, this is based upon research with over 30 founders in the agent space. Again, I interview people, I talk to them, I'm constantly talking to them to find out what they think, and I test it. So at the bottom of this map is the data layer. And the agents are accessing exclusive data. It's estimated that 80% of the world's data is actually privately held behind a firewall. Business, corporate cloud, or private cloud, or government cloud, or some military cloud. We just don't even know how much data there is. So OpenAI has only trained off a small amount of information on the internet. Most of the world's information is hidden, not even there yet. So this is a business opportunity. Now, also there is public data, and I'm seeing a number of companies emerge to scrape data off the internet and serve it up in different schemas for agents to use. And there's a debate on whether or not there's going to be a standard, an industry standard or a protocol for these agents to work well together. Actually, I want to poll the room. Do you think that there will be a standard set of protocols for all agents to use? Yes, if you agree. Okay, about a third of the room. No, you don't think that's going to happen. Oh, it's about split, a third to a third. There's no reason for the tech giants to have standards with each other unless they're massively going to win, right? So this is just one of the interesting things to see. You sometimes need like a nonprofit like Mozilla to come forward, or a new nonprofit or a cause will emerge to make that happen. So we'll see what happens. All right, the management layer. There's quite a few startups emerging in this category. So we already talked about agent permissions and security, different types of credentials for agents. In the enterprise space, you'll see this in mass. And then on the management side, there's orchestration, observability, which is agency, also known as agent ops, run by Adam and Alex, compliance, swarm management, arbitration, which agents get priority if they're all trying to buy the Taylor Swift tickets. So who gets it? Payments, we talked about Skyfire and also Payman. I think we were just talking to you about that. So Payman hires, agents hire humans to complete tasks. Skyfire is actually agents hiring agents or accessing data services. And then improvement. The agents learn. They have metacognition. We're seeing CoVal and YC, that's simulations run by Brooke, evaluations, and they heal, right? So the next layer is the application layer. This is the mass majority of startups right here. On the left-hand side, those are vertical-based or geographical-based agent startups. I was just in Dubai 2 weeks ago with Steven, actually, and met many of the agent companies out there and that are building agents, agentic systems for specific use cases. And then on the right-hand side would be platforms. These are horizontals, Crew, LangChain, Fit here, Lizer, Laygraph. Now, at the highest level is a marketplace, an ecosystem. And we're going to hear from Fetch later, right? So they're in this category. She's going to talk about that. And so marketplaces are where you can find many different agents that are available that can be used and interchanged. I showed you that example from Agent.ai that does those things. Just assume that every single app marketplace, whether it's Google Apps or Apple iOS, will all include agents as part of the offering. They'll be listed next to apps, and we'll also continue to see specific agent marketplaces as well. So that's the current 2025 AI agent ecosystem. You can take a photo, awesome. You can also find it. I see all the cameras coming up. You can also find that diagram on my blog or my newsletter to find this, and it's going to be changing. We're going to be updating it on a periodic basis. The market is changing rather quickly. All right, now, so what does this mean? Let's talk about the insights. So if AI agents are doing these tasks, and I showed you like how this market is emerging, if they're doing the tasks for us, and they're completing the actions for us, and they're collecting that information and bringing it back to us, it means we don't have to use search. In fact, Gartner forecasts that 25%, wow, of search engine traffic will decline by 2026. Now that is pretty serious. Imagine losing 25% of your body. Like, that's catastrophic. That is severe. And it's not just Gartner's forecast. Mr. Bill Gates has this really interesting quote. Whoever wins the personal agent, that's the big thing. Because you will never go to a search site again. You will never go to a productivity site again. And you'll never go to Amazon again, resell. Wow. And that's why the market is so hot for the agent space. So actually I have a question for you. How many AI agents do you think that you will have in your life in like 3 years?
42.
10,000.
Billions and billions.
One. Wow, that's a big range of numbers. Did anybody say one? Okay. Raise your hand if you think it's one.
I like that number.
Raise your hand if you think it's a handful. Like perhaps as many as the email accounts that you have today, right? Yeah, I see several hands come up. How many you think it's going to be like, you can't even count the amount of agents you'll have. So many. Okay, that was like 10 hands. So it's pretty split. I don't really know the answer. I don't think it's one because the tech giants will fight, right? Because Apple's going to say there's only one that's secure, it's ours. Google's going to say you have to have the one that has all the information. Amazon's going to say, well, most of the stuff that you do is shopping, we got you. Microsoft's going to say, well, you're at work with me for 8 hours, so you use mine. So I think everybody's going to say their own thing, right? And then Meta has their version, right? Like you want to have an agent to do your social interactions. That's already been integrated into WhatsApp. So you can see like everybody's going to claim that. So I don't think it's going to be one. I don't. I think the right answer is actually this. You'll have as many AI agents as you can afford. Oh, by the way, if you're not paying for the agent, you're the product. You know this one. So Amazon offers Rufus for free for Amazon users, Prime's users, but it's only recommending products, of course, that flow through the Amazon merchant market. So this is important to think about as the business models of agents as well. All right, so to close things off, this is why agents are so powerful on what's going to happen to the internet, is because this is how we use the internet and apps today. We are visiting apps and websites to make decisions through these stages: awareness, engagement, consideration, and purchase. And you might go to a website, and you might go compare products or services, and then you might make that purchase or that call to action. But you could be on a completely different website, and it's not a great experience. Google search is a pretty shit experience. It is. Think about it. Like if somebody has an answer and they don't want to tell you, so they want to give you ads, you call that person a jerk. It's kind of disrespectful, frankly. It's almost as if Google is serving advertisers, not consumers. Is that crazy? I don't know. But that's exactly why it's not a great experience. And now AI agents, we can upend that. And in the future, well, right now, we're talking to OpenAI and Perplexity and Claude, and frankly, Google's in the space now, Gemini, to make those changes, right? You can have those conversations with natural language to get information that you want. And in the midterm, it also means that AI is going to learn from you and proactively, Gangesh, tell you what you might want. Like it says, you have black shoes on, so it might recommend the latest black shoes that you might want in your size. And you can say, yes, I definitely want that. And these AI agents will say, I knew you wanted that. It's on your doorstep. It's already paid for. Well, I mean, you paid for it. So it might anticipate what you actually need. All right, so that is where we're going to go from, and I see that there will be some hands with questions. We're going to go from a manual way to make decisions, and this could be B2C, B2B, to hybrid, to an automated way, and agents are going to start taking control of the decisions in our lives. This is a serious change when it comes to human agency as we hand it over to AI agency. Wow, that was a lot. So let me summarize. Number one, AI agents will bring the information to humans. You don't have to go to an app or to a website. Secondly, second thesis is, and that sign keeps on moving, I love it. The second thing is the content will be reassembled in the way you want. The data content layer is going to separate from the presentation layer. You need to understand this when you're building an app. Like, should you even build an app now? Or should you only build agentic apps because of what is about to happen? Like, why even build a website if that's going to happen? Just build a .txt file or RSS feed. Like, do you even need to build that? Right? Enterprise SaaS companies, like, do you love doing expense reports and filling out your TPS reports? No, you hate that shit. Now you don't have to do that. The AI agent will do that for you. All you need is the data. It's a big change. All right. This means that the media models and all those other business models that we talked about will change. And also, we're seeing different business models emerge. So the AI agent business model, one of them that we're seeing right now is you pay for success, or you pay for the completion. Instead of a monthly subscription, you only pay the agent if it completes the task. I don't know, that could be good. Could be bad. I don't know, we'll see what that could emerge out of that. And that's different than the usage models. And we'll see different types of business models emerge. It also means that big tech companies and traditional companies will also respond. So I expect that every single website and CMS system will offer an API for agents. Because right now the agents are doing the click path and simulating humans. It's too slow and it's breaking. So if you can offer a direct feed to the agents so they can get all that information, get the data layer, then we'll see that. I'm going to be the keynote speaker at the WP Engine event, and I'm going to talk just about that. They run all the WordPress sites. But do you really need a front end? So this is why there's this term called a headless CMS. What a shitty name. Headless CMS means the data layer is separated from presentation layer. All right, so, and then the second thing is every big company in the world is rolling out their own agents to talk to consumers. So the agents will talk to the buyer side agents. Those two agents will be in conversation with each other. And you might have seen that video last week where the agents were talking they were talking in English verbally. Then they said, "Are you an AI agent?" We said, "Yes, I am. Can we switch to a more efficient language?" Great. And they switched to, what was it called? Gibber, yeah, gibber or jabber.
Sounded like a.
Sounded like a,
Let's do the sound.
like a, front of the speaker. That's not a good move. It sounded like a 14.4 modem from back in the day.
But it was efficient, right? It's like a modem. That's exactly what it was. So, and inside of the enterprise, it also means, or inside of any business, it means that agents will become your colleagues. And eventually, for some people, agents will become your boss. Is that crazy? Who thinks that it's crazy a human would report to an agent? Does anybody think that's crazy?
Kind of.
Okay. Who took an Uber? Every Uber driver in the last decade reports to an AI agent. Uh-oh. And every Amazon warehouse employee reports to an AI agent. Uh-oh. It's already happened. So, in this last prediction, it means that we expect to see a new type of agent organization emerge. And so I've already laid out the use case that agents will conduct tasks and you might hire them. So in that case, they can hire other agents and become smarter and get more resources. And pretty soon, we're going to see a new organization emerge on the internet. That maybe this organization, we'll call it an autonomous organization, AO, that it's all run by agents. And maybe it wasn't even created by humans, or we can't tell it was created by humans. Bitcoin, we don't know who the creator is. This is all plausible. We might see a new startup go through YC that's just agents. There's no human there. That can totally happen. So to bring everything to a close, this is what we see with the agent space. I wanted to bring a definition, some examples, a market map, and a forecast. And if you want the slides, here's a QR code, and you'll also get added to my newsletter, which talks about agents, but I won't spam the hell out of you. I only publish like twice a month. So thank you so much. I think there was a couple of hands. Can we take like 3 questions, Steven? Is that cool? No. No?
No, it's cool.
Oh, okay.
I'm just going to adjust the volume here. Yes, we can do 3 questions. We can spend a couple more minutes on that. And there we go. Raise your hands.
So I think what consumers as a group appreciate is that advertising makes everything free, whether it's the ecosystem of Google or the ecosystem of, the hardware that runs the internet, the energy, all of it is run by advertising, which to them is free. So what is going to, paying for an AI agent or a group of AI agents, that's what I might prefer because I prefer my privacy.
Premium model.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there's another model as well. There's affiliate. So if the agent finds a product that you actually want and you buy it or a service, then they get a cut. That could be another model, right? So we could see also corporate sponsored ones, right? So there's going to be other models out there as well. But I think the big thing here is that while advertisements make things free, most of the time we don't want them. And now with agents we can delete them. So I think that's going to be a forcing function to require new business models.
Another question.
Hi, Jeremiah.
Wait, you're not wearing red.
Oh, thank you.
Oh.
Notice. Wow, I'm impressed. But anyways, Jeremiah, have you seen a sales agent that has been taught to read how to sell emotionally? Because let's face it, a lot of buying decisions, like cars and things like that, are all based on emotional reasons.
Is it right? No,
Have you seen
I
one
haven't
yet?
seen that. No, they tend to be more like facts and figures because they're trained off the knowledge base. I think that might be a breach of trust for some consumers. They don't want it to be a machine to be, quote, manipulating emotions. So I haven't seen that. I'm not expecting to see that right away. But I do expect to see there might be a personal agent, an app that you download to your phone, and you entrust it, and you talk to it on a frequent basis, and you might ask it to recommend products for you. And at that point, it could be appealing to your emotions. But it could be a product that you have higher trust for because you chose it.
Right, but it's somebody that you train. But I would think this is something that's very, very important.
I think it's an
sales.
ethical consideration because a computer can see the dilation in your eyeballs and know if you're excited about a product, can use certain language, know how to manipulate you to walk you down the path. I think that's an ethical thing that we haven't really talked about. That's a great point.
Yeah, I think it needs to be considered. Anyway, thank you.
Okay, I have a quick question.
Yes.
How effing cool was Dubai?
Hey, yes, so we were in Dubai, Steven and I, for the STEP conference, and it is pretty amazing. Who's been to Dubai? Oh, almost a third of the room. Yes, a lot of people know. It is.
Yeah, so I just wanted to ask, and that was just a setup to let people know that we're going to be having a big STEP conference here in SF. So I always like to
August
promote.
20th.
Yes, August 20th.
Yes, and that's run by my friend Ray Darga. So Ray and I are personal friends. I've gone to STEP many times. And he's like, Jeremiah, I want to bring the STEP conference, it's a large conference, to United States. I was like, cool, Ray, you should totally do it. He's like, I'm thinking Austin. I said, hell no! You're bringing it to San Francisco. So he flew out, and I checked into different venues, and he found a venue. So it's San Francisco. I mean, where else would you have a tech conference? It's here in the Bay.
So we always like to promote our partners, especially the ones that bring amazing programming to town. We do have another question here, so I wanted to get to that last question. But
It was fabulous. For the inaugural conference here in the Bay Area, it was amazing. So, Steve, thank you for that.
Yeah, and it's a bridge between Silicon Valley and United Arab Emirates and the MENA region in general. So I think that's an important bridge to happen as well.
And Ken is waiting patiently to bring more chairs into the back because we've been filling up. So while we ask this last question, just, we're kind of merging our background, technical, operational through the picture.
And everybody should say hi to Kim when you get a chance.
Yeah, because we like to embarrass, like
She's an
Kevin.
amazing founder.
You know how photographers blend into the background and you never see them? That's not Kevin.
Give her a round of applause. Look at she's working for us. Oh, happy birthday.
It's not my birthday.
Happy birthday.
Okay, so I think one of the advantages that you mentioned about AI agents is basically that there is going to be no advertisement.
Unless you want it.
Unless you want it. And that's basically my question to you. Do you think there is going to be AI agents where advertisement is basically just going to move to them? So say Google is going to develop...
Freemium.
Yeah.
A free AI agent needs to monetize, to your point, sir. And agree.
Yeah. Very similar.
Yes, so therefore it would have ads and recommend and use emotional persuasion to get you to buy shit. So yes. And all of that will be considered questionable in ethics.
And then also I was curious, what do you think is going to happen to the SaaS space in general?
SaaS?
Yeah, are agents going to just pretty much destroy the SaaS space, or is it going to work together?
So you may not need, so SaaS is not just one feature, right? So there's data, there's an application, and then there's a business around it. So you may not need the application all the time. It will probably still be there for some users, for power users perhaps, but in most cases you can access the interface of the data through the AI agent. The question is, will the enterprise allow you to do that? I think that is the bigger question. So the person to follow on that right now is the CEO of Box on LinkedIn, Aaron Levy. He runs a SaaS company in enterprise, and he's talking about, will SaaS die in the end? And I think that's a really good conversation to follow. He's a forward-thinking, progressive business leader. Thank you so much for your time today. Really appreciate it.
Everybody, give it up for Jeremiah Owyang. Looking forward to seeing all the companies that come out of Blitzscaling and taking off and becoming next unicorns. Let's see, next up we have Fetch.ai, it's Fetch Innovation Lab, and Raj is going to come up and give us a little run through.
Happy birthday, Rod.
And we have more chairs coming through. More chairs for you folks in the back standing. Give it up for Kim, our chairwoman.
Is it her birthday?
It's everybody's birthday. No, I guess it's actually Llama Lounge's birthday, right? Was it the first on the 4th of March? May 4th. Okay. Never mind.
Hi guys, I'm Ashish Khanna from Fetch.ai. So let me, so as Jeremiah has given an excellent presentation on what AI agents are and where we are going with the agentic future and the websites. So let me give you a quick glimpse of what Fetch.ai is doing. So Fetch.ai is for agents just like Google is for websites. So what do I mean by that? Google has made websites searchable and they are organized websites in a way that we can search them. So Fetch did the same thing with agents. So that is where the search and AI search and discovery. So let's say you have a personal agent, right? So how does this personal agent go and search for the right AI agent? That's where Fetch.ai comes in. So your personal agent can go and search for the right AI agent using the communication protocols which we have developed. So using these protocols, your agent would communicate with the right AI agent and get the task done. That is the search and discovery part. Now for the developers, we have something called UAgents and Fetch SDK. So the next part comes the UAgents. UAgents is our proprietary framework, just like other frameworks, LangChain and CrewAI, and that's where you can use this to develop your AI agents. Now comes the Agentverse. So what is Agentverse and why? What makes it so special? So if you have noticed, Jeremiah mentioned about frameworks like CrewAI, LangChain, and other frameworks, right? So you can use any of these frameworks and register your AI agent with Agentverse. Once you register with Agentverse, your AI agent is discoverable by any other person or any other AI agent, and they can use it. So what makes your AI agent discoverable is this one. So you can make your own AI agent and write down its capabilities in a README like this. Once its capabilities are listed out clearly and its description is given, someone can just, like how you search on Google for some website, you can search for the right AI agent using the capabilities that you have mentioned. Now, let me introduce you to something innovative which Fetch has released recently. They have released the ASI one. It's the world's first Web3 based LLM. What's so innovative about this is it seamlessly integrates with all the Web3 ecosystems. And another key innovation is that it is based on the mixture of models and mixture of agents architecture. So what do I mean by this jargon? So mixture of models is for any particular task, we don't rely on one massive model, but based on the task, it will go to the specialized models so that it is more resource efficient. And what is mixture of agents? So right now, the traditional LLMs are only generating text, right? Now with this mixture of agents, when you search or ask something, it will not only give you the text, but it will get your task done. That is what we mean by mixture of agents. So all the agents that are present on Agentverse will be powered by our LLM model, and using this LLM model, you can definitely chat and get your task done. Now let me give you some core features of our LLM model. One main feature is it addresses the black box problem. So what happens in current LLMs is that there is a lot of hallucinations and you don't know how it came up with some particular answer, right? With this ASI LLM model, what happens is that you can clearly see what is happening within the LLM and its reasoning, why it came up with particular answer, so that this addresses transparency and explainability of particular answer. And just today, we have released another feature that is knowledge graph integration. Knowledge graph integration is that it will make your the entire LLM experience more personalized based on your data and your interactions. So this is the screenshot of the LLM. So when I ask some question, it would reason like this. You will clearly see how the LLM is reasoning and coming up with a particular answer. And this is our knowledge graph integration, where you can drag and drop any PDFs, MP4 or any other images, websites or text, and then you can start using your LLM, and it will give you personalized answers. Now, if you want to learn more or see how this LLM is working, please scan this QR code. It will directly take you to the ASI LLM model, and you can use it. I'll hand over to Chinmay, who will explain about this project.
All right. So I hope everyone has taken a screenshot of this, so I can take the next slide. Okay. So because of the time constraint, I'm just going to quickly go through this. So imagine, it's the end of a long day. You had your ups, you had your downs, and you had few memorable things of that day that you want to summarize. But you're a lazy guy like me, who happens to you rather consider journaling, but you're too lazy to pick up a pen and a paper and to write what basically summarize how you spent your day. And so what happens next? So you basically decide to skip it, like many times before. So that's the problem that I've seen usually happening when it comes to journaling, and that's the problem that we want to solve here using SoulScript. And life moves fast, and the traditional journaling can't keep up with that. So what if there was a journal? What if there was a way to journal everything effortlessly, right? And what if you only had to speak, and the device that you have in your front would be able to analyze what you're speaking, transcribe what you're speaking, and automatically give you the result of what kind of mood you're in, and basically giving you suggestions on that. So that was our primary goal as an intern, to work on this particular project. And the main backbone of this project was to utilize the Fetch.ai's agents, and how flexible they are, and how effectively we can use that. So that was our main aim here. So yeah, that was basically the introduction of what we are combining the simplicity of voice interaction with the intelligence of the AI, which are powered by Fetch.ai. So at its core, you can say SoulScript is basically designed to make journaling not just easy but insightful as well. So that was our main goal. Basically it's reimagining of how we capture our lives. Oh, I should memorize that. I use it in the next presentation as well. So let's take a closer look at how it actually works. So basically, the problem statement, as I told, the traditional journaling methods are, they're time-consuming, they're tedious, and basically requiring you to manually write and organize your thoughts. And second, mostly, the existing journaling app fails to offer any personalized insights or interactivity. So they often have any. If you have used any journaling app before, you might have seen they're often static platforms, and you just have to record your entry, basically a flat application, you can say. So this lacks of personalization and limits how much value users can extract from their journaling practice, you can say. Most of them tend to feel journaling as a task or as a chore, you can say. So they tend to give up on that. And lastly, people today rely on disconnected tools for productivity. Like you might use one app for a to-do list, you might use another for habit tracking, and let's say yet another for journaling. So this fragmentation, it actually creates inefficiency and basically makes it harder to stay organized. So together, these challenges, you can say, are
are nullified, and basically these challenges create a gap, and in the journaling market. So we are just here to address how we can overcome these challenges. So moving on, this is the tech stack that we have used. So let's break it down in at its core, the components and the roles in delivering a seamless AI-driven journaling experience here. So the front end of this application is basically built using React alongside the basic web technologies, and the user interacts with this interface. So right now we have a React native mobile app. User interacts with this journaling app for let's say for habit tracking, for journaling, or accessing their summaries of the previous days. And there is a voice processing layer here, which is powered by WAPI and DeepGram. So these are the technologies which are responsible for processing the user's input. And the main part which comes here is the voice bot integration, which so the Fetch.ai is integrated for the voice bot capabilities. So this layer, it drives the app's intelligence and the context-aware interaction that is generally not available in the other apps which are there in the market. So that basically provides the insights and suggestions based on the user's entry. And Fetch.ai's modular agent-based framework. That's the one which ensures flexibility and scalability, enhancing apps feature. And this is not limited to any one of the applications that integrating it with voice bot, or let's say text or classification or sentiment analysis. There are n number of applications on how you can utilize that agent. And since this is based on a decentralized platform, you can build your agent, post it on the platform which is called as Agentverse, and it might be available. You can make it public, available for anyone for making use of it. So that is one of the scalability advantage that I saw by using Fetch.ai's UAgent framework. And yeah, so that's the basic tech stack. And other things, yeah, it's the usual due diligence which is done while developing any other application. So the next part is basically how these agents are being used. So I have the voice AI agent built, which basically records and translates whatever you are saying. All the basically speech to text. That particular transcription has been done with this particular agent. And then summary agent, it basically summarizes whatever you have said, and it also analyzes and gives the sentiment, like whatever you have said. Are you in a good mood? How was your day? Like you have been exhausted by giving a presentation like this, and or maybe you are excited to give a presentation like this. So based on whatever tone or whatever kind of textual data that you have provided through your transcription, it will be able to analyze your mood. And the habit tracker basically monitors your user activity, what kind of activities have you done throughout the day, and to-do list agent help you organize and manages tasks. And the content writing agent basically produces a structure blogs, maybe some kind of motivational blogs for you, just throwing it out in the middle of the day whenever it feels like, oh, you need this at this time. So, and the good thing about these agents are you can make them work together and individually as well. So rather than me here explaining it how it has to be done, the good thing is since all these agents are it's free to develop and free to use, so you can just hop onto the Fetch.ai's website, go onto the Agentverse and see how what are the first steps or 101s of building an agent, creating an agent, and hosting it on Agentverse. And it's really a cool thing to explore that. And yeah, that's it. Just few slides on what this project basically offers: voice journaling, analysis of mood, the habit tracker, content summarization, basically everything that I explained earlier. So yeah, that's it. That was my project that I did for the internship period in fall, and this time I'm hoping to do something more innovative. Fetch is EU agent and agent for as well. So yeah, thank you. That's it. That's it from my side. Also, I would like to invite 3 of my other intern friends who will be introducing you guys to
ambassador programs, the startup accelerator, and the innovators lab that here we are hosting at Fetch.ai. Yeah, guys.
Yeah, good. Thank you, Chinmay. Hey guys. So yeah, we are interns at Fetch, and just to summarize everything that Fetch has presented up to now. So Raj gave a presentation about all the tech stack and the products that we had, and Chinmay just presented how he used those products during his internship to build something that's pretty amazing. And yeah, we are currently working on our own products, but I'm here to share a few things about my journey. So Fetch has a program called the Ambassador Program, and that is how I got in touch with Fetch. So I used to attend hackathons in the Bay Area, and I won a couple of them, and that is when I saw Fetch.ai as one of the sponsors. And so yeah, basically I got in touch with Sana. She's here, she talked more about our company, and she incubated me in the Ambassador Program, and we go to events, we help developers understand Fetch's technology, help them build using Fetch, and then just see if there are potential projects that we really like. We then also help them, maybe apply for our internship program. So I will hand over my mic to Cheng. He'll talk about it.
Yeah, so my name is Cheng. I'm currently an intern at Fetch.ai Innovation Lab, also known as the Internship Incubator Program. So I've joined 1 month ago, and in that time I've built 20 AI agents on the Agentverse marketplace. So yeah, that should show you how powerful and accessible Fetch.ai platform it is for developers. And yeah, so definitely check it out. And if you have any question about what I've built or any question regarding the internship program, definitely feel free to talk to me after, and I'll pass it on to Navel right now.
Hello everyone, my name is Navel. I'm also a newly hired intern, and currently I'm the Startup Accelerator pillar. So interns can create projects through an AI agent project through the incubator program, and then any viable MVPs can advance to the accelerator program where Fetch.ai would fund the project to scale up into a full-fledged startup. And this is done to encourage young innovators, foster creativity, and also drive real-world impact. So yeah, thank you, and feel free to come up to us if you have any questions.
Thank you, folks from Fetch. And thank you, Sana, for supporting the event and hosting tonight's event. And another one of our hosts, bring them to the stage. We have Hans Sandhu, come on up, plug it in.
Happy birthday, Hans.
Hans is with theAgentic. You'll learn a lot more about theAgentic right now. They support a lot of folks in the community here, and appreciate having you on board as one of tonight's hosts.
All right, let's see. Tech guys with tech issues. Is that how it's starting off today? I think so. You guys want to help me mirror this really quick? Oh, there we go. Okay, tech guys with tech issues. All right, hello everyone. My name is Hans Sandhu. Oh, my name is Hans Sandhu. I'm the Chief Business Officer of a company called theAgentic. Just wanted to quickly say thank you for everyone that's coming here today. And the reason for that is I truly love early stage business, venture, entrepreneurship, anything like that. And one of the reasons why I truly love it actually has to do with the ability of, it brings people together who don't know each other, right? Aren't getting paid to be here, but they're here to learn from one another. And I think that that's a great thing, especially in the day in which that we live in today, where technology is legitimately cannibalizing itself on a daily basis, right? On that note, actually, I wanted to mention, so Ruby had a question about a agent or a sales agent or anything like that that's based off of emotion. I have seen stuff like that. I'll actually just give you a nugget. There is a tool that's been developed by a consultant out of Lightspeed Ventures. His name's Jaco. He has a consultancy called Women by Design. I was invited as a business leader to see an autonomous agent that essentially is a digital worker that can do all the sales qualifications on the fly. It was pretty cool. Does it work in production? No. The one intriguing thing that I will say is that out of all the sales executives, CROs, CEOs that were there, the one common theme that they were saying is, I want one-to-one relationships associated to line of business workers right now. So think about that. The days are changing. All right, so real quickly about myself. So I always like to just mention I'm from here. I'm a Bay Cat. Was born here in the city at Children's Hospital. It's truly shaped the way I've really thought about early stage business, venture capital, any of those types of things. I always joke and say my grandmother's next door neighbor is the individual who actually created the Ethernet, which is a true story. But more or less, I've spent my entire career in early stage line of business roles. I translated that success to becoming an angel, translated that success to becoming the LP of a top fund, and now I have the awesome, amazing opportunity to work with cutting edge technologies and cutting edge use cases on a daily basis. And I don't want to steal your shine because there's some cool ones coming out here tonight. So I'm going to read one thing, and if there's one thing you guys remember as I'm up here sweating, right, it's we believe the future of AI needs to be owned and driven by thousands of innovative AI founders, not big tech. They're truly shaking in their boots right now in my mind. Big tech has the advantage and access to scalable, low-cost infrastructure and the tooling required, but guess what? That's changed, right? Look how many technologies you can go create right now. You can go create low no-code tools that are GPT wrappers, that's fine. They don't work in production, but you can go create them on your phone, hang out up here. But that's a totally different paradigm in terms of where we were even just 2 years ago. So think about that. So who we are. So we're an AI agent infrastructure for a company. That's how we really position ourselves. We're the boring LLM and boring tech guys that make all of this stuff work. That's us. So we have the Agentic LLM. That's an LLM that's reasoning. That is actually highly accurate. It's actually 90% cheaper than GPT-2. I won't go into details about that. We also have the Agentic browser, which is a fully autonomous browser. Pretty much want to think of it as an OpenAI operator type of product, available via API, and also, pretty much like a web scraper on steroids, the way I think about it. It's open source, you can download and play with it today. Another thing that we have just come out with, which is open source as well, is the Agentic Bench. And that's an infrastructure to build out digital workers, okay? And what I truly mean by that, has anyone seen Devin AI? Any hands at Devin AI? All right, cool. So that is what I consider to be a digital worker. We allow you, through this, to have pre-built agents and build other agents on top of our framework that allow you to truly build out what we call a digital worker. I don't have time to demo it today, but schedule a call, we can show you. So what I do have for you today is that I challenge, if you're a founder, AI startup, even an operator, if you are thinking about a particular thesis, value associated to a particular business unit or use case, go out and test it. That's what my challenge is to you. And we have a way in which we allow you to utilize our engineering expertise internally if you qualify for a particular program. So I won't go into too much detail about it, but essentially what we do is we look at your use case, we look at the business validity associated to it. Again, we're a model business, we make money off of usage, but we're willing to make bets on early stage startups or ideas even that have, again, business or use case validity. One of the themes that I'm seeing right now, which is very intriguing, is I'm seeing a ton of operators at Fortune 500 companies seeing the writing on the wall. They're saying, okay, I know a particular value associated to a particular use case, business unit, whatever it may be. Let's go test my thesis and go build out some type of digital worker for that. That's what companies are coming to us for. So if you're interested in this by any means, let me know. I'm going to be hanging out around here. Steven has a couple little QR code flyer things. But what you get in terms of project deliverables with us are all these certain custom things that you see here. Again, don't have time to go into it. But if you're intrigued at all, connect with me online. This is my LinkedIn QR code. Happy to connect you with our team. We've got tons of engineers in-house. We run a pretty lean sales process, to say the least. But more or less, would love to connect with you guys if you guys are building out, again, agents, digital workers, any form of agentic SaaS, or an AI organization that's dealing with accuracy associated with their models, come talk to me. So, I'm Hans Sandhu. Thank you.
Thank you, Hans. Want to take a quick question from the crowd? All right.
Any questions?
Any quick questions? Otherwise, we're going to move on. We're going to start our demos and our pitches. Let's do that. And we've got the QR codes. We'll have them on the table here, on the registration table. So if anybody wants to check it out, didn't catch a photo while it's up here, we can take care of you that way. Okay, thank you, Hans.
Thank you, guys.
Okay, next up, now we have our first demo and also a demo table post. So in the back, we've got a couple demo tables, and I'll point out who those folks are. So we've got the folks that are supporting us, and we're supporting them. So thank you, Daniele. And Daniele is with Toolhouse, and we're going to switch over our input and let you take it away. We've got a little timer over here so you know where you are on time. We've got a confidence monitor over here. And as soon as the picture is up, you're on the way.
All right, just recently, I believe today, OpenAI plans to charge up to $20,000 a month for the specialized agents. I have one simple question about this. Who the fuck can afford that? Maybe. As a matter of fact, 38 million developers are cut off from AI. Only 1.8 million are building AI agents right now, and they're mostly in the US. Why? Because it's too expensive, it's too hard, technology changes every month or so, and it moves too fast. Nobody has access to $400,000 a year to pay a mid-senior AI engineer. That's what OpenAI does. Anthropic, $450,000 a year to pay for a prompt engineer just to change their docs. Do you think somebody here in this room has that money? Startups, can they ever get to that point? Never. Unless we make it cheap for everybody, and we make it affordable for everybody. With Toolhouse. What's Toolhouse? Toolhouse is an agentic AI infrastructure and platform. And we have over 10,000 agents run on Toolhouse, 100,000 executions a month. Trusted by Gallup, Rock, and the names, you know them. Our mission is to connect AI to the real world. How do we do it? We have this infrastructure that sits above the LLM layers and compute, but below your app. And so if you're a full stack engineer, and you know how to pull an API, you already know how to use Toolhouse. It's 3 lines of code. No, I lied. It's 2 lines of code if you use JavaScript. This is Vercel AI. Actually, I lied. You just need to display in English. This is the interface to build an agent. It's like the ChatGPT editor. You can just type things in, test it out a few times. When you're happy with the result, it's already an API. It has a URL, you can call it, it's your agent. And we have hackathons in 1 hour. People build QA agents, newsletters. They just need to put a Stripe link on top of their agent, and they're ready to sell their own software. It's easy to use. You don't need any low-level knowledge required because we do everything behind the scenes. We do eval, we do prompting, we do caching, we do hosting, everything. And the developers want this control because you can bring your prompt for your agent and bring it elsewhere. We don't care. Because we really think that people are going to stick with the platform. As a matter of fact, they do. It's all built into the platform, and there's more that we're building time after time. So people found jobs in AI thanks to Toolhouse. They started using it, they built their agents, they got noticed, and they got hired. Companies are closing more contracts because of this, because they have the fastest possible developer infrastructure that they can deploy to their clients directly. All of a sudden, they become super knowledgeable about AI. That's it. I'll stop here. It's like the Ford of AI. You just build. You don't have to build the car from scratch. You just buy the car and you drive. So we build the car for you. You just buy it and you drive. Sign up. We're at the back of the table. I'll show you the link. That's it. Just ship.
Awesome, Daniele. Thank you. I'd ask if there's any questions, but I think it's better to keep moving. And you've got a table in the back there, just past the pizza, so people can come up and. All right.
QR code.
Or what you can do is you can just see him back there, right behind, past the pizza boxes. So if anybody misses it.
You heard the crowd.
Yeah, we'll pose. Everybody's taking pictures, so.
Oh, Steven.
Happy birthday again.
Say
Thank you, Daniele. Okay, next up we have Cheng Hu, and also has a demo table in the back. Maybe has a QR code for you all, since everybody gets so excited about QR codes. And then we'll start the timer as soon as you get your picture up.
Okay, hi, my name is Cheng, and I'm co-founder and CEO of Technetium Therapeutics, and today I'm going to talk about our company, how we are actually reinventing the process that jobs are invented with agents, of course. AI for job discovery, that has been a hype for a long time, at least a decade. And if you take a look at all those big companies, also all those big VC-supported company, biotech companies, this is a typical workflow of AI for drug discovery. It started with a virtual library. It can be a library of 10 million compounds or 10 billion compounds, doesn't matter. But then they trying to use the most up-to-date AI models to predict the potency, to predict the drug likeness, and they come up with some virtual hits. And those virtual hits, they are typically very weak. So it takes still, even though they may get lucky with a hit, but they still takes like 2 to 3 years to actually optimize them into some sort of like a workflow lead. So what's wrong with that? So the problem is data scarcity is a huge problem. So there are not so much data to train the AI models. And the second problem is the AI models for drug discovery is likely to be more complicated than LLM. So you have a double problem, you have much less data. So what's disappointing in this field is actually, as far as I can see as a medicinal chemist for 20 years, I see that all those AI models, they are using very little of the domain knowledge that the medicinal chemistry community has built over the 20 years. So, well, in the conclusion is if we just simply combine the big data with brute force, that's not going to work for drug discovery. So, what shall we do? Everything sounds very depressing, right? So, I think we actually figured out a way to do AI for drug designs. So the key is basically we use this AI agentic workflow. We set up 2 agents. One is design agent, which will come out with lots of structures. Then we use the most up-to-date AI models to do distillation, and we will take a look at the top 1% of those structures generated with an AI review agent. This review agent, you can see it more or less as a reasoning agent based on the knowledge of medicinal chemistry. So we have a framework of analysis to look at the docking poses, to look at the drug likeness of those structures, of those 1% of the structure generated. Then it will send a design instructions back to design agent, and the design agent is going to come up with a totally new set of novel structures. Then we can run these iterations 3 or 4 times. Then we can test those compounds. So basically, our workflow is a database AI design agent and a reasoning agent, the review agent that operate in tandem. And we believe that running this kind of iteration can solve complex problems one step at a time. And human expertise only provides a guardrail in each round of iteration. So this is what we get. So basically, we only synthesize a very small set of compounds for different projects. And guess what we have got? So we are getting the compounds that are very close to the potency level that is very similar to the approved drugs. So I will just stop there, and I will just save some time for questions.
I think because we need to keep moving with the other demos, we're probably not going to do questions, but I figured out a way to gamify this, so I'll let folks No, but I'll ask you one question.
Sure.
Because you'll be in the back, so also Cheng has a demo table in the back, and please come up and talk to him about what he's doing, because I learned a lot about the company, found it really amazing, because you also went to Dubai.
Exactly, amazing place.
So how was Dubai?
The energy, the level of energy, and that kind of animal spirits there. It's amazing. Yeah.
Yeah, and then so hopefully, I'm sure you'll be, and a lot of other people will be part of STEP SF. So August 20th, we mentioned we're going to be producing STEP SF. AIFI will be very involved. I think everybody here will be very involved. So find out more. If you go to, if you look up under stepconference.com, look for San Francisco, because they do events. They have another event coming up in Istanbul in May. But if you go and you sign up there, we haven't launched the live ticketing yet, but if you go there, you can get 50% off a pass. And we'll have lots of demo tables there. Last year we had 75 demo tables here in San Francisco. We had 200 demo tables out in Dubai this year. But anyway, that's a little plug for our friends in with STEP. And let's give everybody a big hand. Give Cheng a big hand.
Thank you.
And we're going to be moving now into our other, the people who passed the cut for applying to present their Agentic AI startup. So we're going to be starting with Tony or Tom. And here's how we're going to gamify it, because we didn't want to start having professional judges. We had a great keynote from Jeremiah. Sometimes we judge these, but we're going to let you judge these folks by the sound of the applause after each presentation. So after each presentation, we'll ask you to give them a round of applause. I'll listen and try to take a mental note of how they did relative to each other, and maybe at the end we'll do another call off and do another round of applause, do the applause meter, the analog arm wave applause meter, and give out some prizes. So are you ready? Okay, we have 3 minutes on the clock, so watch the clock. We don't want to pull you off with a cane, but great to see you. Glad you made the cut, and we'll start going as soon as you're ready.
Okay, I'm ready. So Jeremiah just said the next big hit is going to be a personal general AI agent. That's my presentation. I'm done. Yeah. Yeah, so basically, Mark Zuckerberg also said there's going to be billions of AI agents, and Fetch.ai, theAgentic, is going to enable people build hundreds of millions of AI agents. So are you going to install thousands of AI agents on your phone? Hundreds? Dozens? No? So, yeah, the users are actually juggling with this fragmented, prolific AI agents landscape. And they have to subscribe to multiple websites, apps. And the developers are facing a bigger problem. The user acquisition cost is skyrocketing, and the competition is fierce. Everybody is building an AI agent. So the AI landscape is exciting, yet chaotic. So now come back to the question, how many AI agents are you going to install on your phone? How about just one? One that gives you access to the best of them all. That helps you brainstorming, planning, writing, images, videos, sounds, and also trip planning, automation, everything, all in one place. That's what that's what Level Up is doing. Level Up is changing is shifting the paradigm of AI agent landscape. We bring the best of AI agent tools to the developers, and we connect the developers and the AI agent users through a personal general AI agent that helps you get this seamless user experience. With this, we enable the users to create, connect, and share all in one place. So here's how we connect the developers and the user agents. And this is the framework of how we do that. And the AI agent market is set to hit 2.7 trillion the next trillion company is not going to be a single solution AI agent company. It's going to be a marketplace that unites, curates, and connects them all. And that's what we're doing. All of this, single-handedly, they are working, they excel in different aspects. But jointly, LevelUp.ai unites them all and provides all of the best AI agents to you all. This is our team, serial entrepreneur with successful exits, and we're currently raising $2 million to expand the marketplace and connect with more users. And it's now in App Store and Google Play. You can get a closed beta version now. If you have an AI agent and would like to integrate with us, you can go to our website and register your AI agent. Thank you.
Thank you, Tony. Big hand, let's hear it. Okay, and all of our folks will probably be hanging around through these presentations and networking after, so thanks a lot. Let me grab your mic. And then next up, we have Renee Turcios. Yeah. So, okay, so here, this is a good reason for me to start saying, everybody who is going to be presenting tonight, please open your Luma, look at where you are on the list, because if you're not ready to go, probably the next person up should come up here and be off stage, just on our side or over by the registration area here. And Renee, you set the great example for how not to do it. You're ready to go, you're always ready. That's what I love about you. One of the things.
All right, so, fantastic.
Ready to go, 3 minutes on the clock.
Fantastic. Well, my name's Renee, nice to meet you. I'm building a website currently called Agencies.co. It's a new AI agent framework where you can build an AI agent in less than a minute. So let me go ahead and show you guys how you would do that. You go and register, log in, and you hit this create an agent button. Once you hit that, you'll be able to type this stuff in. So let's go and just demo one here. Customer service chatbot for selling drug. Alright, so it's going to go and send it to an AI agent, fills out all that stuff. You have an option to start turning on tools, so you can just like pop this on if you want to. I'm just going to not create an agent real quick. Now you have it available here in your My Agent. So here from your My Agents, you can go down to your chat bot. You can chat with it. You can give it files to go and actually look at it, have vision enabled and stuff. You can embed your AI agent directly to your website with a little bit of code. Now your AI agent can work at like customer service for you and just do different stuff for you. Here you can also go and directly chat with them via API call. We can track all the API call via here. We have different tools that will be becoming available, such as like the ability to go and have your AI agent launch your own coins, launch your own NFTs, do browser-enabled stuff. Just basically, I'm making a very simple infrastructure where you can just go in and build it. So we also have, if you use something like Crew AI before, this is basically the same thing. It's called agent chat. So all you have to do is select one agent, select another agent, give it a message, and it can start a conversation. Now, the reason why this is going to be really interesting is, let's say you go and have an AI that can do searching. You have a very specialized AI that can go and write stuff, and maybe one AI that can go and actually send emails. If you chain them along using this tool, which is super easy, you won't even have to know a line of code to do it, you'll be able to go and actually get a lot of stuff done. Awesome. So this is agency.co. My name's Renee. If you'd like to try it out, it's free. Please try it out. Thank you.
Let's give a hand for Renee, and let's give him another hand for making up time for us. He's really easy to find. Renee stands out in a crowd. Another thing I love about him. Okay, coming up now we have Jake Sangle-John. Come on up. And Jake is going to present Docent Pro. And after your presentation, I'll let folks know why I was so intrigued by what you're doing here.
Hey guys. Hi guys. Yeah, $9.5 trillion market and 8% of global GDP. That's how we describe the travel and tourism industry. I'm founder and CEO of the Synchro. I'm a former tech lead at Sonder, which is a travel tech company that went public in 2022. Now we are building AI-powered in-destination-focused travel platform, connecting 1.3 billion travelers and 25 million travel creators. Travelers experience super fragmented. I believe you know the problem. Like inspiration, you get inspired from the social media and start research through the Google, open 40 browser tabs, and read through 140 pages, articles, and watch tons of YouTube videos, right? And then you start planning, write down tons of content, spreadsheet, Google Map, pinpoint, that stuff. And then you finally find out the hotel based on your preference, location, budget, whatever. It's a painful process. And once you arrive in destination, it's getting worse. We call it IRPP. People tend to do these things in destination again and again. We want to solve this problem through Agentic AI. For the inspiration, we're going to connect travel creators, content and travelers, and research in simple perplexity for travelers. And with Agentic AI, we provide the planning and booking. Agentic AI understands all your preference based on the accumulated contextual information from the inspiration and research tabs. And then you just enjoy your IRPP in destination. Let me show you how it works. Yeah, how we make the flyer between travel creators and travelers. We provide value to travelers through streamlined AI-powered inspiration research planning and booking process, as you saw. And as for the travel creators, we connected them with high-impact travelers, which they want. And we provide AI-powered affiliate link generation. All banners under the banner, under the reels you saw, are generated by Agentic AI. So this is a real feedback from our users, and our traction is going up. And as you can see, interestingly, people don't know this trip itinerary was generated by AI. Some people said it's perfect, it's better than mine, and they just really want to use our application. We are getting some traction. Now we are raising the seed round. If there is any investors interested in, just let me know. That's pretty much it.
Thank you, Chris. And we have Isabella Yamin ready to go.
Happy birthday, Isabella.
Okay, Kevin, enough with birthdays. But happy birthday. And okay, the thing I was going to say that Jake didn't know is I've been a serial entrepreneur, and that's how I sort of got into the community stuff. And my first startup, where I was a founder, was very similar, but you didn't show the voiced the audio tour. So I built an audio tour at the launch of the iTunes store on Apple. So love to talk to you more about some of that history. And Isabella, here you go. Grab a microphone, and 3 minutes on the clock. I'm going to pull you off if you go over, so be careful.
Hi everyone, we're Carbon Copies, and we catch product issues with AI copies of your users. Product testing automation today can't really handle AI features. We in this room know that AI is notoriously hard to test and validate because of non-deterministic output, very dynamic, very personal. And so we, Carbon Copies, we aim to solve this. We are a no-code, low-integration platform, and that can understand context, that 20% discount is the same as 20% off. We can also assess video and audio dynamic experiences, and something that is a little bit of magic, where each persona that we test with has their own buying behavior and is limited to the consumer regulation and their payment preferences. So without further ado, maybe I'll do a quick demo. So let's pretend that we are collectively a product lead of a job marketplace, and we have created a really cool AI-powered application tracker. And we input the URL, select user goals, select the carbon copies that we are using it with, which is a job poster in Singapore, and the platform indicates that it will be able to map out the different user journey and suggest different user flow that you can pick to walk through. So let's say we want to do an internship, and it knows that we need to log in. So let's go ahead and create the username and password. We're short of time, so I'm going to go to the good part, which is the results itself. So in this case, the job poster, Carbon Copies, is able to walk through successfully, log in and navigate the site-in flow, and also to see the list of candidates. But it quickly realized that in order to see the candidates, it requires to go into each of the resume. If you, you can't really see it, but it's just name and the posting. So the platform suggests UX optimization, saying that, oh, we need to include maybe a hover so that you can preview the resume to quickly be able to qualify the candidates, right? And we are also able to create a bug ticket of project management tool of your choice and fix the current UI with AI. And just a little preview, so they are able to take in the UX recommendation, have a preview of the resume, as well as a little bit of extraction of relevant skills and experiences for the candidates. So that's it for me. I'm Isabella. Please, I have also a QR code. Let me know if you have any questions. I'll be around. Thanks.
Thank you, Isabella. Well, I want to say we don't call these selfies anymore. I'm starting a new thing. When you take a picture with more than 2 people and you're in the shot, it's called a groupie now. Okay, just going to start that. We'll all have groupies. I think it's better than selfies. Okay, thank you, Isabella, with the carbon copy. And now we have Mike Prince coming up. Let's go, Mike! With Agentic profile.
Thank you so much. We're going to switch gears a little bit right now. And so this actually came out from Steve's hackathon a little over 2 weeks ago. So we did a love hackathon on Valentine's Day. And so where we're going with this right now is I'm actually not pitching a company today. I'm going to pitch an idea. And the cool thing we had is that Jeremiah came up earlier and he talked to you guys all about Agentic, so you guys are fully schooled on this. Oh, sorry. So we have this on. Maybe. Right there, let's try. And not do that side. Use your mirror. If not, I can walk this through, then we'll just. Yeah. Pull that through. Hey. Okay, that's done. Life is good. Thank you so much.
We'll restart the clock.
Restart the clock. Okay, so again, we're switching gears right now. We're going to go back to some tech. This is a tech deck. We're going to go through kind of fast. I'm going to talk about a special kind of agentic AI. I'm talking peer-to-peer. And we're going to talk about using the agentic profiles open source. And the question is why? And in the near future, we're going to talk this a lot tonight. Everyone is going to have agents working for them. Well, I think we'll have many, many agents working for us. And when everyone's agents talk to everyone else's agents, magic will happen. And the question is, what kind of magic? And again, we already covered a lot of this. Efficient business and social networking you covered tonight. When you get here, all your agents are going to spread across the room and talk to everybody else's agents. And they'll get back to you and tell you who you should talk to in the room. Curing loneliness and depression, a really big topic right now. Longevity. No more spam, we already talked about that earlier. Is you will never see an ad again, your agent will see the ads. And your agent will decide what goes forward. Markets with automatic purchasing, invoicing, payments. Agents will talk to your agent, sell you everything you need. You'll just get stuff on your doorstep. How will it work? And this is the fun part. We need to solve some agentic communication goals. Discovery, we've talked about that before. How does my agent find your agent? Authentication, how does my agent know I'm actually talking to your agent? How does your agent know I'm talking to my agent? Decentralized is a really great concept. It's like there's no central authority. We've talked about many, many systems where there's one registry. In this system, there's none of that. There's not even a centralized system. Let's call our solution the Agentic Profile. It's a protocol for one person's AI agents to discover and authenticate with another person's agents. It's open source, libraries are online, it's lightweight, it's very secure, and it's decentralized. We're not going to go through this, we don't have time right now. But the cool thing here is that when you have your URI, it points to a file on the internet anywhere. And that file tells two things. It talks about you, it gives a key ring for you with your public key, and lets you authenticate with other services, but more importantly, you can list all your agents. And with all your agents then, anybody can go to this profile, find the agent that's relevant to them, and authenticate with that agent. And you can do the vice versa to the other person. Discovery is interesting. We're going to jam through stuff right now, 54 seconds. You will go through third parties for discovery, through presence services, through registries. We'll talk about that later. Authentication, we'll talk about that later. It's decentralized, we'll talk about that later. Let's do a demo really fast. This is kind of fun when stuff is running right now. And so this one here is I have this little app up and running right now. We use a presence service for discovering where people who are together in the same room. And when you find that, we release agents to talk to each other. And these are conversations here where it's actually parting right here. So my agent is talking to her agent, and she's looking for a biologist right now, and I was looking for skiing. And in this conversation here, they talk to each other, and they discover there's not a match. And they're very polite, they say sorry, but no thank you on that one. What's next? I need help with this. It's open source. I'd love to get your help on that. I have resources online, and thank you. Down to 6 seconds, perfect.
And we have a QR code.
Exactly, we even have a QR code. This goes to that demo app you guys saw. There we go.
Okay, awesome. Okay, awesome. Thanks, Mike.
Well, thank you so much.
Yeah. Another big hand for Mike. Warm up those hands. Okay, and now we have Anna Natis from Aparti AI.
Well, we'll switch gears.
My mic, I didn't know there were two. Okay. I don't know if this is breaking the rules. We're going to stretch them.
I think it's worth it for what I'm about to say. Just let me know when the clock starts.
See everything what I'm doing on my laptop. Thinks there's nothing bad.
Yeah, my name wasn't on the list, but I'll be quick. Okay. All right, hi, my name is Ingrid. I don't know if you've been through a divorce, but I have, and I spent over $100,000 in my divorce. And so I can tell you it's a very inefficient legal pain in the ass. And I'm going to introduce you to Anna. She's going to tell us what we are up to.
Thank you, guys. Okay, my name is Anna, and I'm representing Aparti, which is AI divorce assistant. And yes, divorce is painful, and approximately it's starting from $12,000 and 12 months to go through this process. 90% of marriages do not have any prenup, which making like the legal and financial part very messy. And then on top of it, process is absolutely unclear. And what we decided that we are building something which makes divorce less painful, more affordable, and more efficient. Apart.ai is a divorce agent which will help automate divorce paperwork. It's helping with the two types of the customers. B2C, where you can do self-service, or B2B for law offices. Market opportunity is huge. Approximately $15 billion in the law firms. Out of this, $27 billion it's only for paralegal to help you pre-fill documents and to help you with the forms. Let's go through the competitor, right? Like why no one came up with this. There's a multiple competitors with interesting names. One of them is LegalZoom, which is like $1.5 billion company, Hello Divorce and Divorce.com. But we are, as a party, offering multiple cool things. We have AI-driven automation with a pre-filling and natural language processing. We have a chatbot and conversational AI. We have a legal and financial API integrations, multi-state compliance framework, and we're also offering API white label solution. And compared to all other our competitors, it's also seamless because one of the biggest things is not secure to start doing going through the divorce, and your spouse will be not feeling secure when you start this process. There's a lot of couples who went through this, and sometimes it's not very obvious. Okay, what about our monetization model? It's pretty flat. There's a two type. The B2C, which is $99 per month, and it's a subscription model where you're paying for self-service to prepare your documents, or it's B2B for law firms or therapeutical couple therapist companies, but mostly for the law firms, which is $4.99. It's a API licensing option. What regarding go-to-market strategy? No time. We have amazing team with my founders. I'm a CPO. This is the CTO who went through the divorce, and we're raising pre-seed round. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you for making divorce fun again. Big hand, big hand.
Thank you.
Okay, next up we have Chetan Nandakumar.
No QR code, no QR code. We are in the development.
Oh, a big hand for no QR code.
But if you're looking for a divorce, let us know.
Okay, Chetan, come on up and tell us about Banyan. All right. Okay. Is there a clicker or is it? Okay, fantastic. So we all know that agents are going to be transforming our lives very, very soon. And as we're speaking, as we're sitting, millions of agents are coming online. But a big problem is that they can't find each other. Hang on, let's give you another second. We got a little error message. Choose mirror or extend display from the menu. I want people to see what you got there. I gave Chetan a little constructive criticism when I saw his deck and sent it over. I was like, dude, what's with the Web3 font? There you go. Okay, all right, let's start again. So, as we're speaking, millions of agents are coming online. But there's a huge potential in finding a way to allow them to discover each other and to coordinate with one another. And so what we're building is an agent coordination protocol. And that sounds kind of fancy, and yes, there's a Web3 element, Steve, but we're starting very, very simply. And that's really with allowing agents to find other agents, agent-to-agent search. And this is a problem that we've already discussed this evening. And so our approach is to essentially create a search service that can plug into any agent framework that currently exists. So for instance, Claude has MCP, which is Model Context Protocol, and allows people to build plugins. So how would it work? You would go to Claude and you'd say, hey, plan me a 70s birthday party. It would say, great, you need to do 3 things. You need to invite your friends, buy a disco ball, and order some food. Then it would essentially go to Banyan and make that request to Banyan.
looking for agents that can essentially make purchases and order food. And Benny would return with either agents or agent-ready APIs, like Amazon that connect to Amazon or DoorDash. And the way that we want to really go to market and engage users is really to begin with developers. Right now, agents and the new cutting-edge things are really being experimented in developer communities. So really start there. Building plugins to Coinbase's Agent Kit, to LangChain, so to make it possible for developers to do new things with the agents that they actually create. Number two, we want to really embrace both Web 2 and Web 3 ecosystems. There's a huge agent community in the Web 3 world, as there is in the Web 2 world. And they're innovating exciting new building blocks that can really allow us to do new things with agents everywhere. Now, if you look at the history of technology, it begins as being skeuomorphic. That means you take an existing paradigm and put it into a new context. So for instance, we have, and so in this case, we want to essentially do more than just thinking Google for agents. We want to actually allow for agent coordination. We want to put an agent coordination protocol. And so that allows you to do very much more complex things. Social interactions, RFP bidding, multi-agent coordination, group purchasing, a whole variety of things. We can monetize in a variety of ways, cost per inclusion on search, or even monetize agent coordination services. But I want to address a really key point, which is what Steve asked earlier. Why Web3? Now, I think that this future is actually possible. And I think it's possible very, very soon. And the only way it happens is that there's a fundamental infrastructure in society that allows agents to coordinate independently. And this infrastructure can't be owned by any one person or corporation. It has to be in the public good. And so this is uniquely possible only with something that's inherently Web3. So that's it for time. But I have a long background in AI and Web3, leading products in different companies, and we're raising some money, and we'd love to chat with you afterwards. Thank you so much. What's that? No QR code, unfortunately.
No QR code. We can't. No QR code. Chetan, thanks.
I'll talk to you later. I don't have
Yeah. Flying Chetan, and it's great. I also wanted to mention, because I saw Neer up there, so there's a hackathon. Neer is upstairs, does a lot of work with the folks there. I'm very into AI, so are you going to be part of that hackathon coming up?
I might be, thank you.
Okay, great. Yeah, well, we'll be promoting that as well, so just to let people know. Useful agents, right? That's the name of it. So look that up, and it's coming up on March 13th, I believe. Okay, cool. And last demo / pitch coming up is Bhavani Kalasetti from, I'm going to pronounce it Retriever. Okay, and then correct any of those pronunciations. Did I miss anything there?
It was perfect.
Oh, I'll say that again into the mic.
It was perfect. No one
Okay,
has ever
thank you. Okay, so we got 3 minutes on the clock. As soon as you are up.
Hi everyone, I'm Bhavani.
And I'm Arjun, and we're excited to present to you Retriever, the universal AI web agent. So think operator, but within your own browser as a Chrome extension.
Yeah, we come from a wealth of data and AI background, and our AI web agent helps you automate any task that you do on the internet. Any web scrape, any website, PDF, images, and beautifully generates structured data right into Google Sheets with you. And what are we trying to solve here? Look at your browser, right? Your browser is the bottleneck of your day-to-day workflows and tasks. Like a lot of salespeople, copy-paste, or some LinkedIn profiles, some messages here and there. And many companies offshore things like, oh, get me a list of vendors, or get me a list of outbound sales to like third world countries to get these automations done. And traditionally, companies used to deploy RPA, called as robotic process automation, to like scrape from the sites, which are very fragile and cannot work on numerous other websites. And with Retriever, we are trying to bring together data on your websites as well as data residing behind your APIs. So we are breaking the silos and giving you the holistic data insights right within your browser. So let's jump into a quick demo, right? Here, I'm asking Retriever to extract me all the sales leads from my LinkedIn Sales Navigator. It's successfully going through multiple pages automatically, deep crawling and scraping, and generating all the leads right in the Google Sheets for me. And let's take it a notch above. Now, how about we automate outreach to all these leads right within our Retriever platform? I'm asking Retriever to send a message to all these people introducing Retriever Lab. So it beautifully opens up all the tabs in parallel, tries to click on the message, compose the message, and sends them everything successfully. Imagine the possibilities of combining this with your HubSpot CRM APIs and combining this with your Instagram outreach and whatnot, right?
So Retriever, we have leveraged a lot of new functionalities. So not only can we take actions on your current tab, but you can select a corpus of tabs to do research on, for example, like Gemini Deep Research equivalent, but you can provide the sources. Or you can provide a Google Sheet of URLs to open and execute and to do actions on. And we have innovative features like function calling where you can define your own APIs to interact with, like load to HubSpot. And with our record and replay, you can automate complex workflows as well. So we are 4 times faster than Operator. We are hyper efficient, so we can accommodate all your workflows cost effectively. And our proprietary geometry representation unlocks a whole wealth of new capabilities. And sorry. Yeah, so I think it was just breaking down the cost comparison and how we're better than all of these others. Like we can do actions across tabs, we can ground the model with a recording, and we have AI function calling that it is built in right inside your browser.
Yeah, do check us out. We are revolutionizing your web workflows with AI. We'll soon be having an AI and cloud version released this month. Looking forward to it.
Well, give it up for the QR code and the team from Retriever. Thank you, thank you. Okay, now I'm going to ask Gangesh to come on up. Where's Gangesh hiding? Let's see. Come on up to the stage. Yeah, that was perfect. You're perfect. We didn't dock you any points for time. So come on up. So let's do the fun part. Okay. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to go through the first. Let's give a big round of applause. We want to see how loud everybody can actually get. All of our presenters, including our demo table supporters. And now we're going to go through one by one. We want to hear, by sound of your applause and hooting and hollering and all of that, who we think was the best, and then we'll try to remember who got the best score. Okay, might do a little. Let's do that. Okay. Yeah. Okay. But first, we're going to do a groupie because the 2 of us are here. So why don't you come over here? Yeah. We're going to do a groupie.
Woo, groupie!
No, this way. All right, everybody. All right, we're going to do it. All right, everybody, hands up in the back. A little cheers.
1, 2, 3. Let's go.
Okay, I think we got it. Okay. Next time, let's get closer up there. Okay, here we go. We're going through the list. We're going to go from top to bottom, so you remember who we had. We're not gonna include the demo table folks in there, but the first presenter, Tong or Tony Zhu from Level Up. Let's hear it. Okay, Level Up. Now, Renee Tertios from Agencies. Okay. Jake Sangil Zhang from Docent Pro. Okay, we got somebody in the running there, I think. Isabella Yamin from Carbon Copies. Mike Prince from Agentic Profile. Anna Natus from Aparti AI. Okay, Chetan Nandakumar from Banyan. That's going to be a hard one. And the last presenter, Bhavani, and partner from Retriever. Okay, the clapping judges have to deliberate a little bit. I'm confused. Don't call it a little bit of a secret of deliberation. We're sequestering the jury here. Okay, we're going to ask for another round of applause. We're going to run it off here. We should maybe get a piece of paper here. You can tell we've done this before.
You should just do the finalists, not everyone again.
Yeah, this is just the finalists. This is exactly what we're doing. Come on, we're professionals, Ruby. You know that. Okay, let's hear it again for Jake from Docent Pro. Okay, let's hear it again for Carbon Copies AI. Let's hear it for Aparti AI. Can't use the microphone. No amplified laughing. Let's hear it for Retriever. Let's hear it for Chetan from Banyan. We're almost there. We got to do one little runoff, okay? I know you guys are right after this. Let's see. We're gonna have still another like half hour of drinks and networking. Okay, last runoff. Let's hear it for Retriever. And let's hear it for Banyan. Okay, here we go. Do you agree? Do you agree? Okay. Okay, so the judges, completely impartial, have decided that we have actually a tie for third place. Retriever and Banyan, come on up. In second place, by unanimous decision, we have Apartheid. Come on up on stage. On stage as we go. Now this applause is going to be for everybody, okay? You ready? And this is for the winner, Docent Pro. It was all very close. It was, everybody's a winner, but we only have so many. Usually we give away plastic trophies. We're known for giving away plastic trophies, but listen to this. We actually have metal medals.
Wow.
I'm not ready for this.
Yeah. Let's take a picture, like not the groupie.
First prize.
Thank you.
Both get your third prize. Yeah, Jake.
Okay, let's get some pictures. Folks, here, somebody come and grab my camera. Where's Kevin? Kevin, it's your birthday. Come take some photos. Yeah, your birthday. Use your camera. Use mine. Okay. All right, let's flank these guys. Everybody get in the middle. Get in the middle. Here we go. All right, now it's okay, well, thanks for sticking around through all of this. It's network time. There might be food, there might be drink. I haven't checked in a while, but want to really appreciate everybody for coming out. We had some great presentations. Want to appreciate everybody who presented and network. Get each other's numbers. Pull out those LinkedIn scanners. And happy birthday.
Wait, and one more. Thank you to Steven for organizing everything. Woo! One more last clap, guys. Woo!
Thank you.